Well, guys, it has finally happened. I finally decided that I'm done with Anthem. Oh my goodness. Alright, so this is going to be somewhat of an angry rant video. I don't know if I am actually going to get angry. I might not. It all depends. But if you guys aren't familiar with what just happened with Anthem, that is basically a signal of what's to come, that this game is, unfortunately, it's drowning and there's nothing we can do about it. So here's what happened. So basically, BioWare had announced that that the Act 1 part of the roadmap, a majority of that stuff is going to be delayed. So things like the mastery system, things like the guild system, all the free play events, everything about Act 1 was going to be completely delayed. Now, I am actually recording this, or I'm actually making this video in Windows Movie Maker because I couldn't be bothered to use Filmora to make this video, because this video is just me expressing how I feel, instead of it being an actual, like, video, something similar to what I've been using in terms of my editing style as of lately. But yeah, so pretty much everything in Act 1 is going to be delayed, with the only thing that actually came out was the Sunken Cell Stronghold, and even that is just, what's the point of playing it, because BioWare, you're releasing this new Stronghold, but what's the point of playing it if there's no exclusive gear or anything like that that gives me a reason to play it? People are probably going to play it once and say, hey, okay, this is cool, and then they're just going to go back to farming Tyrant Mine, because Tyrant Mine is the fastest stronghold in the game currently, and that's really all you'll see people play. Hell, I'm playing Tyrant Mine right now in this video, like, at least I think. Oh wait, no, I'm not. I'm actually not. I think I'm just doing a legendary mission or something like that. I don't know, but yeah. So yeah, most of the Act 1 roadmap was completely delayed, and guess what? That big piece of fucking endgame content that everyone was already pissed that wasn't in the fucking game in the beginning, that we had to wait until May to get. Oh yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about. Those fucking cataclysms. Yeah, those are going to be delayed as well. Or it is going to be delayed as well. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say it like it was plural. It's only going to be one cataclysm. This... Oh, shit. Are you fucking kidding me, BioWare? Like, do you really expect people to stick with you after all this time? Like, my theory is that it's going to be delayed by a couple of months, maybe a month, maybe 2 months. I don't know. I would say that the Cataclysm itself is probably going to be delayed by 2 or 3 months, while everything that was supposed to be on Act 1 is going to be delayed by 2 months. That's my theory, and that means that for a few months, for 3 more months, pretty much, I'm going, like I said, this is just a theory, that means that this game, what are we going to be doing for 3 months? What is the player base who is still sticking with this game? What the fuck are they going to be doing? Like, what the fuck? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, what? There's no new content coming out. There's nothing keeping players from playing, or keeping players in the game, invested in the game. Why are we still here? There's Anthem's endgame is fucking trash. It shouldn't even be considered an endgame. Like, why are we still here? I'm done. I'll be honest with you guys. I dropped off with the game a long time ago. I came back to play the Sunken Cell Stronghold, and honestly, I couldn't find myself to even play the game. I literally got into the Sunken Cell Stronghold, and I honestly just exited out of the game and just went and played the Division 2, which is fucking fantastic, by the way. So that means for the next, 3 months, not counting the rest of this month, so May, June, July, like I said, theory, we're technically not going to have any new content besides besides probably quality of life improvements and then also bug fixes, which is fucking fantastic. They're probably going to stream the Cataclysms and they're probably going to be streaming like they're probably going to in the future going to be streaming, kind of revealing all that stuff, which will probably not bring a majority of the player base back. Just saying. This is just fucking fantastic. Why are we here? Oh, and to make matters even worse, okay, let's fucking talk about. I didn't watch the live stream. I guess there was a live stream. I didn't watch it because I was working at the time. But from what I heard, the dev stream was pointless. It was literally fucking pointless. The chat was asking questions, but whoever was fucking ignoring them, whoever was reading chat was completely 100% fucking ignoring them, because all the questions had to do with the same fucking thing, and that's loot, which is one of the biggest problems in the fucking game. That's been a problem since the game first fucking launched. And you know, this person reading chat is ignoring people. That's what I heard. Don't take what I say with a grain of salt, because like I said, it's just from what I heard. I'm just going off of Young Ye's video, because that's the only information I kind of have at this point, which I do apologize. I should have done my research a little bit better, but I was just so angry I just had to make this video. I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to do with fucking Anthem. It's just, there's no reason for me to keep playing the game, and that makes me angry, because I like Anthem. I really fucking do. This game has so much potential, but the fact that, you know, I have sympathy towards the developers, because this division of BioWare was actually handed down the game from the other BioWare division. I think it was BioWare Austin, was it? Was it BioWare Austin, BioWare Edmonton that handed it down to the other division? I can't remember. It's, you know, it's vice versa, all that shit. So they were pretty much handed a already broken product so that the other division of BioWare could work on Dragon Age 4, while they're handed a piece of garbage that they don't know what the fuck to do with. And I have some sympathy towards you know, the people over at BioWare, because, you know, the working conditions were so fucking hard. They were so grueling. You know, people were going into closets crying. No one should have to work in that kind of environment. And that's one of the biggest problems I'm having with my current job, is that, you know, the working conditions are just not really what you expected from a high-end from a well-known company. But it is what it is, I guess. And it's funny too, but my sympathy goes down. That's the funny part. My sympathy starts to dwindle away when you hear things from the Jason Schreier expose. Is it expose? Is that the right word? I hope it is, because otherwise people are going to be saying, no, it's not that word. It's actually this word, and blah, 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 blah. But you heard in Jason Schreier's expose that nobody even wanted to hear the fucking name Destiny or the Division. Like, no one even wanted to even hear those names, because they just didn't want to. They just, the mention of those games, you know, they're failures. Bungie and I think it's Massive Entertainment who makes the Division. You know, they're failures. No one wanted to take the lessons from their failures and go, okay, this is what we need to do. Compelling story that has, you know, of course we had the strongholds during the story, because, you know, that's how Destiny's leveling was. You know, that's all. I don't know about the Division. I don't think the Division had that kind of leveling. But in terms of the Destiny 1, when as you were leveling, doing the story missions, you could also do the strikes while as part of your leveling experience, as part of your gearing experience. And then, you know, once you hit the end game, you had access to more. You had access to more strikes. You had access to, you know, eventually we had raids come out. You know, which I guess I'm going to compare to Cataclysms. But since Cataclysms are being fucking delayed, it's like, why? Fucking why? I know this video doesn't seem very consistent. That's because I'm fucking pissed. But like, fucking why? Like, why are we in this situation? You know, you would think that if anyone at BioWare would have just put their fucking foot down and said, "Listen, you guys don't want to fucking hear the names of these games, but these are games that we need to look at in order to make our product actually fucking good." Like, if you guys don't have a problem with it, fucking leave. Like, just fucking leave. Find another job or something. Like, I'm not trying to be harsh. I know that it's not all black and white like that, but it is black and white when you have to look at what what other games in the similar market have gone through. It is black and white when you have to look at, oh, Destiny 1 didn't have a very good end game, so let's make our end game better. Let's have like 5 strongholds that are unlocked during end game. Let's have our cataclysms. Let's have another piece of end game content. Whatever the fuck they do. Let's have more zones, more areas. Let's do all this good shit. No, I don't know, dude. I just don't know. Like, I've just, I know, like I said, this video isn't consistent. I'm very angry. My feelings of the game have just went from, I would support this game no matter what, to just, I might come back in like 8 months, tops. I might come back in, the next couple of months to see how the game's doing, when we actually get our fucking content, because the roadmap that everyone was clinging on to as their final hope for this game to be better, guess what? That shit is just completely null and void. That shit is just done. No more. It's over. It's over. Like, the roadmap, it doesn't exist anymore. It doesn't fucking exist anymore at this point. Everything, like, with the Act 1 being completely, like, only one thing being added in from Act 1 with Cataclysms being delayed, there's like, that roadmap means less than the fucking dirt on my boot. It doesn't mean anything. I'm gonna end things off here, because I know if I get any angrier, it's not even gonna make fucking sense. But to kind of summarize what I'm saying, I'm just fucking done with Anthem. I can't do this anymore. I don't know what I was going to say there. The developers don't want to fucking listen. They want to ignore questions from the community that have been big issues since the game first fucking launched. Things are being delayed. We pretty much, the thing that we were clinging on to and hope that the game would be better has completely been null and void. We don't know when this game is going to get better, if it ever fucking will. I think that Anthem is just, it's just done, and who knows how long, like, or even if EA is even going to support this game. Because for all we know, EA will come out and say, yeah, sorry, but due to they'll do some PR bullshit and say, due to hard, what would be the, due to harsh circumstances and through very hard decision making, we have decided to cut all we decided to cut all development, future content for Anthem moving forward. Blah 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 blah. PR bullshit. In my impressions video of Anthem, I had said that the game was a blank canvas that was waiting to be painted on, and it really feels like BioWare just refuses to paint on the canvas. They have the idea, but they just don't want to paint on the canvas. Like everything is laid out. Like, I feel like they know what they somewhat want to do. They definitely have an idea of what they want to do, but they just refuse to do it. They refuse to paint on the canvas. But I'm gonna leave it at that. I guess this wasn't that much of an anger rant. I guess I could have gotten a lot angrier, but still, I should call it a rant video, because technically it's a rant, and it definitely goes against what I've been doing in terms of my editing style with my more chill, cool videos. But that's just how I feel about Anthem. I'm just done with the game. I'm going to uninstall it after this video, and I'm going to leave it at that. There's no reason to play the game anymore. The devs have just ruined it. I'm sorry, but it's just there's no more reason to play this game. But yeah, guys, I will see you guys in my next video, which might be a Sekiro video, because I actually just bought Sekiro like before this video. So definitely stay tuned for that. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.